Hello everybody, welcome to new content drop time, and I hope you're doing well. So this is a how the side quest works video. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to flood into the comment section and go like, oh Rich, this is wrong, this is broken, this is... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's not working well at the moment. Whether or not, you know, there's a keys issue with Grandmaster Gauntlet, because you might be looking at it going like, oh, I can access Grandmaster Gauntlet now because I have the keys. And the answer is, no, you don't have those keys. There is an issue with that currently at the moment. Kabam are working on it. Have Kabam worked on adding in a Thronebreaker difficulty event quest completion? No, they have not. There's a few other things as well that are going on, but I didn't want to make this video about that. We'll probably do a roundup of all the things that are kind of scuffed at the moment. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I just want to start getting like chomped into the content and get grinding. So, how the side quest works is one of the normal videos. The first video we post each and every month when it comes to new content. There's a few things that are going on this month. One of the main things is there's objectives. There's objectives based on going into a week of the side quest and being able to use a certain team or defeating the final boss without losing a champion. So, week 1. Defeat the final boss in Mojo's Choice Week 1 side quest in one try on threat level, whatever difficulty. And then there's another one which is all about using all the same class, which I have done. I've kind of shown that that's kind of like working, and it's Mystic this week. So, using Mystic champions in the difficulty helps out, and that's what we'll be doing in this video. Just to the latter point, we'll be doing threat level 5 or attempting threat level 5 with all Mystic champions in order to get ourselves the hopefully get both the objectives and save us a bit of time. Double bubble, toil and trouble, of course we've got to do that. Okay, and I would say if you're doing that, or you're kind of doing the more difficult ones, is to put on boosts, right? If you feel that it's not going to work out, or you're kind of worried about how much the health pools are, the champions, difficulty curve, stuff like that, put on some boosts, help yourself out. I think that's probably one of the main things with it. There's also some other stuff going on at the moment, this kind of like Mojo's ballot type thing. And let's just kind of go to the store for the ballot, wherever the ballot may lie. So make sure to do this because, like, I think I actually I forgot to vote last week. I don't think week 1's there for me to re-vote. No, so make sure to vote. It's easily forgettable at times, but it's probably best to be involved with it just because you get free shards. It's not going to mean a big amount of difference for me and for a lot of players, but yeah, make sure to vote on some champions. Whether or not it means anything, it's hard to really tell, because I think the joke is that Mojo chooses who Mojo wants. Mojo Jojo chooses exactly who Mojo Jojo wants. Oh, look at that! I just out of the blue, the Grandmaster keys have arrived just as I thought. Like, Kabam like deliver, which is good. I didn't know if they were going to or not. By the way, another side quest will have Lunar New Year coming soon. There is an announcement coming soon on that one, so look out for that. And without further ado, let's get into the difficulty. This is Thronebreaker difficulty, or well, not Thronebreaker difficulty. This is threat level 5. These look like 7 stars. They definitely look like 7 stars. And I'm going to be using all Mystic Champions because it's part of the objective. And I thought, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Here's my ragtag bunch of misfits of teams with it. And yeah, let's just have a look. I didn't check as well the health pool of these champions before going in. But using a 5-star against a 7-star? It's not exactly using a 4-star against the 6-star. Still, a lot of fun can be had. I'll definitely go into a block right there. Thank God I got an regeneration right there, regeneration buff. The problem with this is this could take a long time. So trying to speak and play at the same time, man, it's going to take forever. Especially because, like, well, I'll take that. That's 24,000 damage. I'm going to check the health pool in a second. Once kind of like just got through this, providing yes, good. I was about to make a complaint then that champions aren't throwing special attacks. Definitely something in Battlegrounds I'm finding. That's a lot of damage through the block. That do be a lot of damage through the block. No crit there, disappointing. So yeah, this is, I mean, it's okay. Like, it's not, it's good that we've got 5 stars that's still usable against 7 stars. Otherwise, I think I'd be complaining a lot. But there's a lot of damage through the block. Should I be avoiding trying to take damage through the block? Of course. But I can't trust the AI nowadays. I kind of feel like if I stand static, like there, I kind of thought, am I going to get myself a parry off then? Is it going to work or not? Got to be confident about these things. But here's the thing. This is where my lovely Scarlet Witch, good intercept there. My lovely Scarlet Witch OG kind of comes in the distance. Come on. I was thinking like, oh, do I go bait out for that? But it's like, no, this is just, no. No. There we go. Good. Well, that's okay. This looks to be like a W with that. That's a lot of hits with a 5-star, isn't it? Like 80, was it 88 hits? I mean, not totally ridiculous. 6-star, I think, would really chomp through this. And yeah, I could use 1 minute 38. I could have used my my Doctor Doom, which I might use in a second, to be honest. Or use any other champions. 173,000. That's not as bad. That's not so bad. I think it's just the problem is it's tanky. That's what I'm kind of like experiencing. More of a tankier version of the champion. Can't check. I wanted to check like stat details of armor, which I can't check. So it is what it is. Let's kind of like see. Now experiment with a 6-star in this. So go from a 5-star, 565, 200 signature, going into a 6-star 200 signature rank 4, and you kind of think like, what's this going to be like? Am I going to be able to do my suppression? Can I play aggressively? Yeah, kind of. What? Well, that's an annoying punishment right there. Oh, you love to see that, don't you? The kind of like the distance that was able to be travelled right there in that instant for my. Yeah, this is the thing where I stopped trusting AI. And I'll go like, hang on a minute, I'll change the way I kind of like operate with the champion. Because, you know when you kind of like, you go from one fight, you go like, meh. Yeah, something's up here. Something's up. I'm going to have to kind of like just hang back for a second. Just chill out for a second. I might just take this SP2 through my block. Or at least kind of like, yeah, but yeah, something's up here. Something's up. I'm going to get this fight done and kind of move on to the next one because something's very much up with this AI. I guess the only thing I could really describe this particular one is as it's quite restrictive, isn't it? Because if you're doing the objective, which I'm kind of like, I'm trying to ease up to do right now, then you are definitely kind of restricted in the types of champions you would use. Whether or not you're going to be like, okay, well, I want to use non-mystic champions. There's a lot of champions that I now use that are not mystic orientated. I'm like, well, I would have liked this to build up to this path, whether or not it was going to be something like a Corvus Glaive. Not to say I will or kind of like would not use Corvus Glaive. It just gives an example of maybe other examples I would like to use, because there's a tech champion right here in the build up to the end boss. There is I think an Avenger, and did I defeat a mutant? I can't remember, but there could be like a nice kind of build up there. I mean, there we've got like a tech mutant, and I want to say Avenger in shape and form of Vision, and that's cool because that's 3 missions completed. So it would be nice to kind of like do that. I mean, yeah, we've got a Hulk there, so that's fine. And there's one metal. Like there's going to be like several like metal champions on this particular route, isn't there? One there, one there. So it's 2 on that route. That would be kind of good for the counter. Maybe Apocalypse as well. Any of the persistent based champions. So it's like it's just a restrictive matter, and it's a little bit frustrating, but it's not ridiculous. So we're now up to the final boss, and I gotta be honest, I'm kind of nervous about this. I've put on some boost because I'm like, this is the first time going up against it, and I'm like, I'm just unsure. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna plow in with this. It's for the node. Oh, it's not for the node. It's for the objective. The node or the bust of the champion is empowered immunity. Whenever the champion would receive a debuff, their immunity, they generate 33% of a bar of power. The defender has protection, reducing all incoming damage. So you need to kind of do a heavy attack in order to, or knock down in order to kind of remove that. But you got down and out. Whenever the attacker knocks the defender down with a heavy attack, they have 6 seconds to use a special attack or take 50% of their health of burst damage. And also got parry vulnerability and power struggle. So power struggle is that the champion will get a bar of power every time. You'll get a bar of power every time the enemy gets a bar of power. And parry vulnerability is that you will do more damage whilst the champion is parried. But the problem is, it's just a case of, if you knock down the enemy, which is a problem, you have to throw a special attack, but you need power struggle in order to get that power from it. So I'm going to play about with, I need to do this in one shot. That's pretty much it. and I'm going to try and do this with Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and then try some others. Yep. Hang on a second. Yep.
Oh, I phoned the boiler's been making the noise for a couple of minutes. So
Yeah, I've heard that.
I phoned Dad. He's going to phone Robert. Something else I was going to say, and now I've completely forgotten.
Right.
I've asked Dad to phone you if he needs to speak to you tomorrow, because obviously I'm in the office.
Okay.
There was something else I was going to say, but I've forgotten it now.
So that was a pretty stressful one shot there of that. Wasn't great, but as you could see, stuff happens in my life, and I don't know. Does anybody have that as well? They're kind of like, you know, might be doing stuff, and there's always interruptions, or there's sometimes interruptions. I don't know. Put in the comment section if you've been having any of those instances where you're trying to do something, you like, especially like here, we had to get the one shot. That's the thing. It's like, that's it. If you don't get the one shot, the objective, you have to go through the quest again. So in any case, that's the one shot. That's done. That's the threat level 5. And it's like, was that the right choice of action of champion? Probably not. Could have used something like Dr. Doom. But look, you got to get it done. That's the thing. You got to get it done. And yeah, I'm okay with it. Like, it was a bit scrappy. I had stuff going on. Yeah, okay, got to do the thing, do the other thing. Right, okay, it's fine. But yeah, how's everyone else's kind of experience been with this so far? I've got to get to make some other content. I'm kind of delayed in getting this out. So yeah, that's how the side quest works. That's been threat level 5, Thronebreaker difficulty. It's fun because it's like, it's a challenge. And I relish a little bit of a challenge with it. Not very kind of like chill when it comes to side quests, but you only have to do it a couple of times and it's like, it's done. I think I'm going to worry about when you have to do that Quicksilver one. That's going to be a bit of a difficult one. So yeah, good luck everybody with the grind with that one, depending on what might happen. And yeah, options for champions, any kind of mystic, Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Dr. Doom, maybe a better option overall. You just have to make sure you don't kind of like, you've got that SP1 rotation. If you don't have Dr. Doom, then Black Widow, Clairvoyant does work. Just make sure, try not to get interrupted at any time. But in any case, that has been a video. I thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content which will be located on screen right now, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah.